are going to stretch off the deep muscles in your buttocks, and we're going to use the pigeon stretch to do this. So it's the muscles all around the hip and into the side of the hip, underneath the buttocks, into the seat bone as well. And this pigeon stretch can be very effective, it can feel very nice to do, and it can feel like a very strong stretch. It doesn't matter how far your leg rotates in this position. You'll see what I mean when we come into this exercise, this stretch now. But you do want to be able to work into the position as deeply as you possibly can. So let's get into the position. So if you come onto your hands and knees, okay, and then you're going to take your right knee, and you're going to slide that right knee forwards so that it's in between your hands. Excellent. And then just curl the toe up underneath you and lift that knee. Excellent. Slide this foot through and underneath and rest your knee back down. Excellent. Release the toes. Good. You're going to slide this leg back behind you along the mat, and that will sink you down into that buttock, and you want to rest your weight down into this buttock as far as you can. You can keep this back leg nice and relaxed, and then you want to bring yourself up onto your fingertips, and imagine that there's a spike coming up from the floor towards your breastbone. So you're trying to take your breastbone away from the floor, away from that spike. Excellent. Now you can slide your shoulder blades down in towards your bra strap. Good, keeping that neck nice and long. And again, holding that stretch, like with many of the other stretches, you're trying to hold that stretch for a good 30 seconds. Feeling the stretch start to release the muscle, and as you do feel it release, you can deepen yourself into that stretch. But if you feel at any point that the stretch is becoming too uncomfortable, you can ease yourself out of the stretch. So coming back onto your hands and knees. Excellent, and let's do the other side. So we're going to bring the left knee forwards now. Excellent. Extend the other leg back. Curl the toes in underneath you and lift that knee. Good. Slide the foot underneath as far as it will go. You might find you don't go as far one side than the other. And then you relax the knee down, relax the foot. Slide the leg back along the mat. Excellent. So you're resting down into the hip, feeling the stretch through the buttock. And then coming up onto your fingertips, imagine that spike coming from the floor to your breastbone. You're trying to lift that breastbone up. Slide the shoulder blades down underneath your bra strap and just keeping the neck nice and long. So you want to feel like the neck is being pulled away from your shoulders. Good. And you're trying to hold that stretch again. And you may well find again, like with a lot of other stretches, if you're tight on one side compared to the other, you may well need to increase the number of repetitions of the stretch on your stiffer side or your less flexible side. But I'll leave you to work that one out. But holding the stretch for a good 30 seconds is usually adequate. And then once you finish the stretch, you just bring yourself back up into that hands and knees position. And if your wrists have been hurting, you can sit yourself back onto your heels, circle those wrists and wiggle those fingers until they feel a little bit more comfortable. And that's your pigeon stretch for stretching off and increasing the flexibility around the hip and the buttocks.